Hey guys, Airborne Phoenix here, and today I'm going to be showing you a short little tutorial on the DayZ Standalone showing you how to knock out and disarm an opponent. All it takes to knock down an opponent is 1 to 3 solid punches to the face. Once the opponent has been knocked to the ground, there's quite a lengthy gap in which you can pick up his loot, so try not to act too hastily and get too overexcited because you have plenty of time before he gets up. There's a bug in the current version of DayZ right now where if you switch weapons, sometimes other players will see you permanently switching weapons. So that's why right now I can see the other player constantly switching weapons even though I've taken his M4. This bug typically goes away once the player has once again switched weapons or put something else into his hands. You'll see in the next clip that the player has practically completely regained their composure and stood all the way up, and even then I can still take the guns from his hands as well as other clothes if I wished. Once they're knocked down, you can gain access to the body via the action menu or the vicinity menu through the player inventory. To quickly grab whatever you want, either click and drag it onto your player or double click the item itself. Then once the gun is in your inventory, you can just whip it into your hands, and depending on whether you had a magazine on yourself or he had a magazine loaded into the gun, you can just unload on the guy or just leave him be if all you wanted to do was just take his gun. It's a particularly nice feature in my opinion because as a freshly spawned player in the mod, you were very much so at the mercy of people with guns, and the only way of defending yourself you had was to get a gun yourself. You could also use melee weapons, and you can still use melee weapons in the standalone, but the best feature in my opinion about knocking down and disarming a person is it does little if no damage to the gear on the person whatsoever. It's definitely not the safest or probably not even the best way to get rid of a threat in the game, but it is nice just to have the option. In this last clip I put my helmet on the opponent to see if it would hamper the striking power of my punches. It only took me 2 punches to put him on the ground, and it normally takes between 1 and 3, so I don't think the helmet actually has any sort of effect on the power of the punches. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope it helped you. A big thank you to my good friend DayZ for being my punching bag, all in the name of science of course. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. I make lots of different types of DayZ videos, not just tutorials. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helped you. My name is Airborne Phoenix, and I'll see you next time.